Welcome to The Explainer. Man, we are right in the thick of the 2026 FIFA World Cup group stages, and the energy across the globe right now is absolutely electric. If you've been trying to keep up with the sheer volume of matches, the crazy upsets, and the spectacular goals, you know it can feel a bit like drinking from a fire hose. So today, we're going to break down the latest action by actually looking at the digital footprint of the tournament. We're going to examine the highlight reels, the shock results, and the seemingly unstoppable momentum of one particular South American powerhouse, all through the lens of what the world is collectively tuning in to watch. Okay, get a load of this number. 1,590,165. That is the number of views generated by a single highlight package in just one day. And keep in mind, we aren't talking about the World Cup final here. We're talking about a standard group stage match. This number brilliantly illustrates the immense global scale of this tournament. Literally millions of fans across completely different time zones, all rushing to their screens to catch up on exactly what they missed. And the match that drew all those eyeballs in the last 24 hours, well, it features a team that is carrying the weight of history on its shoulders.
All right, Section 1, the main event. Argentina triumphs over Austria.
So Argentina cleanly defeats Austria 2-0. And the architect of that magic? A name we all know too well, Lionel Messi. Stepping right up to the plate, Messi secured the win with two absolutely spectacular goals in this June 23rd group stage clash. But let's contextualize this for a second. This isn't just an isolated victory, right? If we look at the surrounding data from the tournament, Argentina is basically building a fortress. Just 7 days prior, they systematically dismantled Algeria in a 3-0 victory. So that's 5 goals scored, 0 conceded, and maximum points from these highlight matches. They aren't just winning, they are putting on an absolute clinic out there.
Moving on to Section 2, the enduring Argentine legacy, a history of World Cup magic.
You know how modern media platforms naturally curate history, right? You pull up the 2026 highlights, and the digital ecosystem immediately surrounds it with Argentina's rich lore. The viewing data maps a direct timeline for us, going from Diego Maradona's famous 8 minutes against England in '86, flowing right to 1994, where Canija caught Nigeria off guard. Then, bam, it jumps to that unforgettable 2022 final penalty shootout, Messi versus Mbappe. Let's look at Section 3, 2026 Tournament Dominance, the offensive powerhouses. Now, while some teams are honestly struggling to find the back of the net, others are delivering absolute blowouts. Portugal came out of the gates swinging, putting a massive 5 goals past Uzbekistan in a 5-0 shutout. Meanwhile, Spain and Japan, they're practically matching each other's offensive intensity. Spain completely crushed Saudi Arabia 4-0, and Japan delivered a stunning 4-0 defeat to Tunisia. What you really should take away from this is that the gap between the prepared and the overwhelmed in this group stage is vast. These offensive powerhouses are sending a very clear message to the rest of the world. We're here and we are ruthless. Which brings us to Section 4, tight matches and deadlocks, the unpredictable group stage. I mean, this is the beautiful chaos of tournament football. On one hand, you have these high-flying thrillers like Norway edging out Senegal in a nail-biting 3-2 victory full of non-stop end-to-end drama. But then, on the other hand, traditional European heavyweights are hitting absolute brick walls. Belgium held to a super surprising 0-0 draw by IR Iran. England completely neutralized in a 0-0 stalemate against Ghana. This is exactly why we watch. All the predictions just go right out the window when a disciplined defense decides to dig in. It proves for sure that a recognizable jersey doesn't guarantee you 3 points on the global stage.
Let's zoom out for Section 5, the global spectacle match roundup.
This is what the World Cup is all about. Cross-continental clashes happening simultaneously. We've got Germany edging out Côte d'Ivoire 2-1, while Egypt handles New Zealand 3-1. From Algeria bouncing back to defeat Jordan 2-1, to South America's Colombia grinding out a really narrow 1-0 win over Congo DR. Teams from Europe, Africa, Oceania, Asia, and the Americas are all battling for crucial points on the exact same day. The logistical scale, not to mention the competitive diversity, is just absolutely phenomenal. 30.2 million. That is the subscriber count of the official FIFA broadcast channel delivering these highlights. Think about that for a second. To put that into perspective, that means a population roughly the size of Texas is unified in one digital space, devouring these highlights daily. It is a massive, highly engaged global audience. Whether they are tuning in to see Messi's brilliance, a stunning 5-0 blowout, or just checking to see if their underdog nation actually managed to secure a 0-0 draw against a giant, they're all participating in the exact same global conversation. So with traditional powerhouses stalled by unbreakable defenses, offensive giants surging with overwhelming force, and legends like Messi just refusing to slow down, who will actually survive the group stages? The data proves absolutely no one is safe. It's a giant, unpredictable puzzle,